What's up, everyone? So today we're going to be starting on an engine for another build. It is another, I want to say 90, maybe 92, 93. It's another Silverado, but it's two-wheel drive truck. And this customer, as we've been talking, he's been pushing it more, like he's wanting more. Like originally it was going to be NA, now it's going to be LSA supercharged. Originally, he actually bought the, oh, the screen's not coming on the front. He bought there's a whole kit the company makes to put a whole 5th gen subframe, 5th gen Camaro subframe under these trucks. I don't know if I'm doing that initially, but probably. But right now, we're gonna go through the engine. I've kind of started to disassemble it, and it is pretty grungy. Standard for a, junkyard build. But I want to get it torn down today. I have to see what style head bolts is in it, so I know what head studs to order. Again, this started out as an NA build, and now I'm going to go into the engine a little bit further. I have to gap the rings, just check bearings over and everything. I believe this should be an LQ9, which would have the Gen 4 rods and flat top pistons. We're going to find out shortly what it is, if it's LQ4 or LQ9. It's definitely a 6 liter, as you can see, definitely a 6 liter. So let's dig into it. So I actually took the bolts out of the valve cover, and although it's grungy, it actually looks pretty clean. I'm genuinely a little bit surprised. It's fairly clean. So I'm gonna pop the intake off and just start tearing this thing down. Goal for today is basically get it down to the short block again, so I know what head studs to order and everything. I got the cam and everything, so let's get to work. Okay, hope that went right. Did a little time lapse, pulling a couple things. I made a mess, of course. But now I have the oil pan. I took the covers off, the nuts off, and we're gonna see if this is a Gen 4 engine or not. And it is. It does have the later Gen 4 rods in it. So it more than likely it is an LQ9, because all the LQ9s came with the later rods, the better rods. So now I'm going to flip it back over, pull the balancer, pull the front timing cover, and then pull the heads. I don't think I'll do another time lapse. Maybe, we'll see. But definitely Gen 4, which is good news for boost. Gen 3s can handle boost. Initially they were thought as weaker, but through trial and error, especially with Matt on Slack Mechanics, he's kind of shown where you can go timing wise for peak torque, and kind of get away with an earlier engine and get it to 650, 700 wheel pretty reliably with the weaker rods. I mean, they are weaker, they're smaller, but so again, these are the later rods. Lower two-wheel drive Silverado. It's got the, initially we're gonna do the swap with the 4L60. It's probably not even gonna last tuning because it's just not. It's the stock 4L60, and we're going Holly, and there's no torque management on Holly factory. I'll have to make a couple tables to try to get it to live, but it's probably not gonna last through the tuning session. So we're gonna use it initially. I mean, I might not even fully tune it until we do the trans swap because it's gonna explode. I know it is. And we'll probably just do a 4L80 in it. Make it nice and easy. So, back to work. Pull the balancer, timing cover, heads. Let's go. Okay, so it is definitely in fact an LQ9. So that's really good news. Just for added compression with the flat top pistons. I believe it adds half a point. I want to say, like, usually most engines are 9.5. The flat top engines are 10. So adds a little bit of compression. I'm actually gonna see, I can't remember off the top of my head if square port heads will go on a 6-liter. I don't remember the bore sizes. If a 6.2 is different, I can't remember. I think it can. So I might try to find a set of square port heads for this. So that way we can, yeah, it's raining pretty good. So I'm trying to talk over the rain. I might try to find a set of square port heads for this. So that way I don't have to run adapter plates. Just saves a little bit of money, even though the offset with cylinder heads. I mean, the square ports will flow a little better, so we'll see. I don't know, I haven't decided yet what we're gonna do, but anyway. It is apart as much as it's gonna be for today. I'm gonna start cleaning all of the, you know, I'll clean the oil pan, I'll probably clean the cylinder heads, timing cover, and just start going through things. I gotta get a list. I figured out it is the earlier, so it's definitely a Gen 3 block because it's got the three, they call it 3 different size cylinder heads. So these bolts are in the far corners, basically the far corners, and then you have the long bolts in every other one of them, and then you have the small bolts. So technically there's 3 different lengths. So in the later Gen 4 blocks, it's just, they're all the same, they're all this length. So I know with that to order for the ARP head studs. So another reason I wanted to pull it apart today is I wanted to figure out what head studs I needed to order so I get them ordered. But I think for right now, I'm gonna get real dirty and just start cleaning everything. The block, like I cleaned this piston, the 2 top pistons that were up, they cleaned up great. And then especially on 6 liters, you have to watch in this area. They like to crack. This one actually looks really good. I don't see any issues. Cross hatching looks great. And I'll video the bearings when I go to do the rods and pull the rods out and everything. If I'm thinking right, this should be kind of one of those weird ones. This should have the Gen 4 rods, but the pistons are actually press fit pins. I want to say not floating pin, because that was the earlier design. They first went to the press fit Gen 4 rods, and then they went to the floating wrist pin with the C-clips. Or yeah, but I think that's it for right now, and I'm just going to continue now. I have all my parts over there in the corner, and just going to start cleaning everything, getting everything prepped, and then kind of organized. I mean, like, put some oil dry down. I gotta clean all this up for the guys so they have a nice space to work on Monday. But we're getting there. Now it's just everything looks good parts wise. Just gonna start cleaning. Okay, so we're pretty good for today. I've done a lot. This is basically ready for the next step. I just have to talk to the customer and let him know, you know, we should gap the rings while we're here because we're doing a supercharger right away. And especially because it's staying pump gas, we want to keep the, you know, cylinder temps, everything. If this was on E85, it'd probably be okay. But definitely pump gas, there's gonna be a lot of cylinder heat and we don't want these rings to butt. And we're here, so we're just gonna do it. I'll probably actually look at the bearings too, and I might just throw bearings in it. Again, we're here, why not? So I got everything pretty much clean. I don't know if I have a picture I'll insert here of the valve covers before, and they cleaned up. So they went in the parts washer first. I literally sat there and scrubbed them all and everything, got them clean, and then they went into the electrolysis tank for a little bit to get any small grease. But yeah, you can see literally even the color of the front main. But we're doing all new gaskets. I got a new front main gasket. I literally have a box of gaskets over there ready for this thing. I did the oil pan too. Everything looks great. But for now, I'm going to clean up and head home. There is a couple parts. Of course, the rain picks up now. There are a couple more parts I need. And again, I figured out what head bolts or what style this is. And I'm gonna order the head bolts, head gaskets. Like I said, I'll probably order, I'm doing a lot of ums, sorry. I'll probably order a lot of, not a lot of, but I'll order a set of rod and main bearings just because we're gonna be here. You know, I might as well put fresh bearings in it. I don't know the mileage of this engine, so I would assume 150, be either 150 to 200,000 miles. Usually these engines are before the truck rots are out around them. But time to clean up and get the drive home in a monsoon. Yeah. What's up, guys? Well, it's the next day and I did make it home. The rain kind of slowed and it was just a drizzle when I was driving the Le Mans home, so that was great. I didn't die. I reached out to the customer and he gave me the go-ahead. We're gonna do basically freshen the whole engine. We're gonna do new bearings, new oil pump. You know, I have all the new gaskets ready to go for it, so it'll be a completely fresh engine when it goes in. And hopefully the parts come in this week, so I can finish the engine this Thursday or Friday. And the truck should be coming, I want to say tomorrow's Monday, and the truck should be coming the following Monday or Tuesday. The truck should be here, and it's still running, driving truck, still Chevy 350 in it, so we'll pull that out, throw that in the lake, and then we still have the stock wiring harnessed, and that'll probably be the most time consuming, is going through the factory harness and just weeding out what we don't need and having all the factory stuff work, factory gauges and everything. So, well, thanks for sticking with me in this video, and I see a couple new subscribers, so thank you guys for subscribing. And hopefully the next video we will be doing finishing up the engine, and hopefully I'll stretch it, you know, put it together, is at the end is reveal the truck. So thanks guys, and I'll catch you later.